Mercutio is not a side character with good lines. He is the hinge of the whole play.
Yes, people remember him as funny, rude, quick. That is too small. He changes the pressure of the play, and when he dies, the play loses its balance.
So this is not just Mercutio is entertaining.
No, the weak rating turns him into comic relief. But Mercutio does much more than decorate the early scenes. He sets the speed, the tone, and the level of aggression.
Start there. What kind of energy does he bring that nobody else brings?
Force. He fills space. He talks faster, pushes harder, mocks more brutally, and refuses softness. Romeo can drift into private feeling. Mercutio drags everything back into public performance, sex jokes, challenge, and risk.
And that matters because Romeo at the start is soft, slow, and self-absorbed.
Exactly. Early Romeo is wrapped up in his own idea of love. Mercutio hates that mode. Look at the Queen Mab speech. It starts like playful fantasy, then runs into something much sharper and darker. That is Mercutio in one speech, wit turning into menace.
So even before the killing starts, he is already unsettling the play.
Right. He will not let romance sit there untouched. He keeps exposing the body underneath the poetry. Desire, vanity, swagger, impulse. He is hostile to romantic softness because he sees it as weakness, performance, or self-deception.
Which makes him a bad fit for Romeo's new love story with Juliet.
Perfectly. Romeo starts moving toward mutual love, secrecy, and inward feeling. Mercutio belongs to a different social world, male rivalry, verbal dominance, and honor culture. He does not just talk differently, he values different things.
Give me a concrete example of that clash.
After Romeo meets Juliet, he is transformed. He is serious, he is vulnerable. But Mercutio still treats love as a game of appetite and mockery. Then in the street, when Tybalt comes looking for Romeo, Mercutio cannot tolerate Romeo's refusal to fight. He reads softness as surrender.
That is the key scene, isn't it? Because Romeo thinks he is preventing violence.
Yes, and this is where people miss the mechanism of the tragedy. Romeo has secretly married Juliet, so he now sees Tybalt as family. He answers insult with restraint. On paper, that sounds wise. In the street, in this culture, it looks weak. Mercutio steps in because he cannot bear that loss of status.
So, Mercutio is not just unlucky. He actively forces the duel into existence.
He does. Tybalt wants Romeo. Romeo ducks the challenge. Mercutio takes it personally and fights. That choice matters. The tragedy does not simply happen around him. His pride and aggression push it forward.
And once he is wounded, the whole play changes in seconds.
Completely. His "plague oh both your houses" is not just a memorable line. It is a verdict. Up to that point, the feud has produced danger and excitement. After that point, it produces rot, waste, and death. The joke has gone out of the play.
What changes in Romeo at that moment?
Guilt and rage fuse together. Romeo knows his own intervention helped create the opening for Tybalt's strike. He also sees Mercutio die because he himself chose peace. That is intolerable to him. So the Romeo who tried to stop violence becomes the Romeo who kills Tybalt.
That is a huge turn, and it happens fast.
Fast, but not random. Mercutio's death makes Romeo feel that gentleness has failed in public. Private love is no shield. Once he kills Tybalt, the marriage is trapped inside bloodshed, exile, and panic. The lovers do not just face family disapproval now. They face the machinery of tragedy.
So, if Mercutio lives, does the play stay lighter for longer?
Almost certainly. Not safe, but lighter. Mercutio's death is the breakpoint. Before it, the play can still swing between danger and wit. After it, scenes tighten. Time shrinks. Choices get worse. The friar's plans become desperate because events are now driven by consequences, not flirtation.
And that is why reducing Mercutio to jokes is such a bad reading.
Exactly. His jokes matter because they come from a larger force of personality. He dominates rooms, provokes men, punctures romance, and keeps conflict alive. He is not an ornament in the comedy half. He is the charge running through it.
There is also something harsh here about masculinity. Mercutio would rather fight than let Romeo look passive.
Yes, and Shakespeare is not flattering that code. Mercutio is dazzling, but the play shows the cost of his style. Quick wit, quick pride, quick violence. He makes the world feel vivid, then he helps make it fatal.
So the tonal shift is not accidental. It is built into his exit.
Right. When Mercutio is on stage, language itself feels armed and playful at once. After he falls, language starts failing. Plans misfire. Messages miss. Bodies take over. The play gets colder because the social game is turned into irreversible damage.
Put it plainly then, why does Mercutio change the whole play?
Because he embodies the reckless energy that keeps the early play bright and dangerous, and his death turns that energy into consequence. After Mercutio falls, Romeo and Juliet is no longer a risky love story. It is a tragedy that has started killing people.